Have you ever wondered what happens when curiosity crosses the line between the living and the dead? Tonight, you and I are about to walk into a story that doesn't just scare you, it stays with you, whispering in your ear long after the lights go out. Join me as I take you into a nightmare that begins with nothing more than a rumor of a place the locals feared so much they refuse to even say its name aloud. The abandoned asylum. They say the walls remember, they say the rooms still breathe, and they say Ward 13 never lets anyone leave. A group of 5 friends, explorers hungry for thrills, decided to test the legend. You know the type, people who laugh at fear, who think ghosts are just fairy tales. But tell me, how do we all laugh at something right before it destroyed us? Under the cold glow of a full moon, they pushed open the rusted gates, and their flashlights cut through the darkness. But every beam only seemed to make the shadows deeper. One of them whispered, "Guys, are we sure about this?" But Sarah, their leader, smirked. "Fear," she said, "is just a mind playing tricks. Nothing more." But was she right? Or was fear the only truth that night? The deeper they went inside, the heavier the air became, like the building itself was alive, listening, watching, waiting. Have you ever felt eyes on you, even when no one's there? That's what they felt. The floorboards moaned, doors echoed, silence pressed against their ears. Why do humans chase darkness when every instinct begs us to run? Why do we open doors that should remain closed? And then they found it, Ward 13, a rusted door with a sign barely hanging on. They looked at each other, hesitating, but Sarah didn't wait. She pushed it open, and inside was broken medical equipment, a room soaked in decay, and a single bulb flickering like a dying heartbeat. They stepped inside, and suddenly, the light went out. Darkness swallowed them whole. A cold wind swept through the room, and in that silence came the whispers. At first soft, almost teasing, then louder, circling, filling every corner, until the group was trembling. Flashlights flickered one by one, and then they saw her, a woman in a tattered hospital gown, skin pale as ash, eyes black as endless voids. She drifted forward, gaze locking onto Sarah, lips curling as she whispered one word, "Mine." The door slammed shut, screams echoed, and no one escaped. To this day, the asylum still stands. Locals say, if you dare to stand at the gates on a cold night, you will hear whispers calling your name. Would you answer them, or would you run before it's too late? So tell me, if you were there, would you open the door to Ward 13, or would you save yourself? Share your answer below, because the story doesn't end here. And if you're brave enough, stay with me, because the next story waiting in the shadows might be darker than this one.